So you see Ocean lining up there, getting ready to be called out as we take a look at the starting lineups this afternoon for Ocean. You see the starting five will be Lauren Lamastra, Aaliyah Panna, Nicole Carney, Nikki Gardner, and April Simsek. Lauren Lamastra had a pretty good game against Rockberry, so have to keep an eye on her.
I will say, she had 24 points in the loss yesterday. She's one to look at. She could really fill up the stat sheet, Tim.
And now on the other side for Mid-Michigan. There's the starting lineups. The starting five will be Kara Houston, Melissa Benchley, Karen Schaefer, number 30, Maddie Sherlow, and Calais Carter. Of course, Mid-Michigan being coached by Matt Rodembo. While on the other side for Ocean, they are coached by second-year head coach Catherine Lamastra. Lamastra was named the Region 19 Women's Basketball Coach of the Year for Region 19, which again consists of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Mid-Michigan coming in here again from Harrisburg, Michigan, for those of you who don't know, which is about 2.5 hours away from Detroit, while Ocean County comes in here about an hour away from us locally here in Lincroft, New Jersey, on the campus of Brookdale Community College. Again, Mid-Michigan had a tough loss last night against West Georgia Tech, losing in the final seconds after Kia Jefferson stole it away on an inbounds pass with 7.4 remaining. And we've already documented Ocean's struggles yesterday against number 1 seed Rockberry. Officials tonight, Star Jefferson, Nate Santana, and Terry Eckertson. Opening tip out of bounds. And Mid-Michigan will be able to control. Kevin Krisak is also going to be our replay official down there at the scores table, in case we need to have any discussions down there. So they're going to reverse the call now and actually give the ball to Ocean instead for this opening possession. So that's Lauren Lamastra inbounding, and now we're underway officially. Here's Aaliyah Panna over to Simsek. Now in the corner back to Lamastra. Give and go inside, stolen away there by number 22, Melissa Benchley. Now Mid-Michigan will have an opportunity, and they throw it away this time. Here comes number 15, Nicole Carney. Now Panna for three. That's short, and a rebound to Kara Schaefer. Schaefer now got to go coast to coast, puts it up with the left hand, no. And she slips again. We saw Mid-Michigan slipping a lot yesterday on the floor.
Tim, I think it's worth noting that this tournament, even though both these teams lost yesterday in the opening round, it does go down to seeding 1 through 8. So they still are playing. They can still get that 5 spot.
Yeah, that would be the highest spot that they could get, as it's stolen away here by Benchley ahead of the field, lays it in with the right hand. So Mid-Michigan is able to get on the board for the first time this afternoon with that layup by Benchley. Again, the two semifinal matches for the NJCAA Division III Women's National Championship will take place later today at 5 and 7. We'll have more coming up on that later on as Ocean turns it over again. Sherlow over to Schaefer with a three, and Kara Schaefer, who is the leading scorer for Mid-Michigan, gets the three. It's a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Tim, we mentioned Kara Schaefer before the game. She comes into this contest averaging 18.5 points per game. She can really light up the scoreboard.
48% from the field averaging is Schaefer. Mid-Michigan, I'm surprised, Jimmy, starting out in the man-to-man defense. We saw them kind of switch yesterday against that game with West Georgia Tech between man-to-man and zone.
Yeah, head coach Matt Rabendo, he really likes to throw out different looks and get the offense off balance. Credit to him.
It'll stay here on Ocean's side. Ocean, again, still trying to get their first points of the game. Shot clock is down to 8. Here's Gardner. Falls down, but I believe she got tripped up. Coach Robineau. Rodenbo, I apologize. Not happy about that, but that foul kind of bailed Ocean out as they get a fresh 30. That long three by Pana is an air ball. Up ahead, here is Carter, and Carter lays it in. Timeout, Coach Lamastra of Ocean.
Assisted by Houston.
That was definitely not the way Ocean wanted to start out that opening couple of minutes.
And so much for the slump we thought Mid-Michigan might have following the tough loss yesterday. They came out here ready to play today.
Seems like they have a lot of energy. So we're going to take a break and step aside back here to the Collins Arena for more NJCAA action after this. We're actually going to keep it here, here in the Collins Arena. Only a 30-second timeout for Ocean.
I can't hear them well.
No, maybe can. So again, quick timeout for Ocean by Coach Lamastra, trying to get her team together. They still have not yet put a score on the board. This is a team that comes in here averaging 69 points a game, and yet another turnover there. Up ahead, intercepted there by Gardner. Now stolen away by Schaefer. Lays it in with the left hand. You're right, Jimmy. Mid-Michigan has definitely come in ready to play, which is surprising, as you said, after that tough loss last night to West Georgia.
Yeah, I really just feel like, you know what, they came to this tournament, they came all the way from Michigan, they're not taking too many losses here. They can still go 2-1 in this tournament, finish in 5th place, which is nothing to hang their head about.
No, of course. I mean, the national tournament, that's not too bad. Quick substitution, Maddie Sherlow comes out of the game for Mid-Michigan. Coming in for her is Sarah Polina. Ocean again gets a fresh 30. The reason why Sherlow checked out was because she had 2 fouls, as Houston had it stripped away at the last second by number 15, Nicole Carney. Lakers trying to add to this lead. Now looks like Ocean in a 2-3 zone. Here's the shot from the corner by Polina, off the mark. Simsek over to Lamastra. Give and go inside to Simsek, and Simsek gets the first points for the Vikings.
That was a very nice play set up by Ocean. They had the give and go right there. It's worth noting that April Simsek had 13 points and 18 rebounds yesterday on the number 1 seed.
That was against Rockberry yesterday. Saved out of bounds there by number 22, Benchley, but unfortunately she gave it right back to Ocean. Lamastra goes inside with the right hand. Too strong with that layup. And number 12, Kara Houston, traveled as she was trying to get it up the floor.
Wallace and Wedley have both.
So Tay Wallace and Erica Winsley come in for Mid-Michigan. Spinning inside is Simsek, and another nice hook shot by April Simsek.
Simsek showed great footwork in the post there. Really good control of her body, able to get a good shot.
Here's Houston from the corner. No. And a rebound pulled down by Carney. Racing up the floor now. Doesn't have exactly the numbers. That's not going to matter. She keeps it herself, drives inside, and she's fouled.
Following the timeout, Tim, Ocean has responded well. They got a chance to go to the line, cut this down to a 1-possession game.
They've been on a mini 4-0 run the last minute and a half. And now Nicole Carney at the foul line, the 5'2" freshman from Whiting, New Jersey. Not able to make the first one. That foul for Mid-Michigan was on Kara Schaefer. That's her first, team foul number 3. Kearney makes 1 out of 2, and it's a 4-point game. Schaefer, another right arc 3, and Schaefer able to knock that one down. And Schaefer, we talked about, she's one of the leading scorers for this team.
Yeah, Schaefer really has the ability to beat you from the inside and the outside. Really shows off her deep threat there.
Not sure what that was about. A long inbounds pass stolen away by Houston. Schaefer thought about a 3 from the other side. Now pulls up inside, off the glass, no good. Simsek the rebound. Kearney one-on-one with Houston. Here's Wallace from the corner, no. Rebound, pulled down by Houston. She goes back up with it with the right hand and gets the roll on the rim. It's 14-5, so much for Ocean's little bit of momentum. Now Mid-Michigan has gone on a mini 5-0 run of their own. Simsek, with 2 defenders on her, is able to muscle it in. She's got 6 points so far. Wallace with the feed inside, falls down and is fouled.
Foul is on number 20.
So that foul is going to be on Mid-Michigan, or no, I apologize, on Ocean, of course. Nicole Gardner. And Tay Wallace able to knock down the first one. Substitution here for Ocean. You see number 12, Kara Houston, going to the bench for Mid-Michigan. Coming in for her, number 22, Melissa Benchley. Tay Wallace able to knock down that foul shot, and a quick timeout here by Coach Rodenbow for Michigan. It's a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. Jimmy, this is a really interesting first half. Ocean looking like they're just a little bit sluggish, which is surprising because Mid-Michigan just played literally a couple of hours ago, had a tough loss, but they're motivated right now. Ocean doesn't seem to have any energy and very sloppy.
And you would think with Ocean being so close to the Brookdale campus that their fans will come supporting, be vocal. It just looks like Ocean is a step behind Michigan, like you said, Tim. Let's see if they can pick it up right here.
Ocean, of course, only having 7 players on their roster. So only 2 subs on the bench. Again, Ocean was a team that was able to win their Region 19 tournament, which is a difficult tournament, has a lot of talented teams, including Middlesex, of course, Brookdale locally here. But right now, they don't seem to have that energy that they did in order to win that tournament. Long 3 there by number 13, Sarah Polina, is able to bounce off the back rim and in.
Sarah Polina.
Now, how they're going to respond in the final 3 minutes in the first quarter. Be a big testament to see how the rest of this game goes.
Simsek at the foul line. Over to Panna. Through her legs, on the floor, rolling around for it is Polina, and here comes Mid-Michigan. Up the floor, here's Benchley. Lays it in.
Melissa Benchley.
And now we're starting to see Mid-Michigan kind of fall back into the backcourt to try to pressure Ocean. Possibly trying to put this game away before we're even done with the first quarter.
You're right, Tim. I believe this pressure is a real catalyst for this 12-2 run that Mid-Michigan has going on.
Get a whistle on the floor, and we're going to get a foul on Mid-Michigan. A couple of substitutions here. You see number 52 and number 12, that's Houston. Number 52, Ellen Twartzik, coming in as Kara Schaefer and Erica Wendling come out. Gardner. Lamastra with that layup. Not able to finish, and Houston has done a nice job so far pulling down some rebounds as she's bumped by number 15, Carney. There is Coach Rodinbo for Mid-Michigan.
Foul's called on number 15, Nicole Carney. First personal, second.
So that's the first on Nicole Carney, the second on the Vikings. Ocean's still sticking with this 2-3 zone, which I'm a little bit surprised. Maybe something not working,
Yeah,
change it
Mid-Michigan
up.
has hit a few outside shots, so I am a little surprised that they're sticking in the zone.
Here's Twardzik against Simsik. 23-7. Mid-Michigan starting to quickly pull away and almost put this game away as Simsik able to rattle in one down low.
April Simpson, assisted by Lamastra.
Here's Benchley again, and Benchley going to be fouled by Pana underneath the basket.
Fouls on number 10, Alina Pana. Her first.
So that's the first on Pana, the third on the team. And at the foul line right now is number 22, Melissa Benchley. She misses the first. Quick substitution here for the Lakers. Number 23, Tay Wallace coming out. And number 32, Calais Carter coming in. Simsik from the foul line, in and out. Can't able to get her own rebound, but there's going to be a foul on the floor. They're going to call it on Carter for the Lakers.
32, Calais Carter.
Hold on.
Her first.
Ocean will go to the foul line because there was 5 team fouls. That was the confusion there on the floor. So April Simsik, the liberal arts major here at Ocean Community College, able to knock down the first one. Simsik shooting 69% on the year. Knocks them both down. The sophomore 5'10" center from Jackson, New Jersey. Scramble for the ball at midcourt. We'll get a jump ball to remain here with the Lakers.
Lakers remain in possession.
Here's Twardzik down low, had it swatted away. Lakers get another shot at it. Shot clock did not reset. Here's Polina. Tried to get it inside to Wallace, threw it away.
Turnover. Vikings ball.
I was going to say that should be a kick ball, Tim.
Yeah,
a little bit
yeah.
of a late whistle there.
That was Benchley picking it up after it hit her foot. So 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Again, first quarter winding down here, 37 seconds exactly left. Ocean will get a fresh shot clock. Lamastra, a long three from the top of the arc, and Lamastra able to knock it down. Ocean definitely needed that.
That was a big three by Lamastra. Cut this lead down to 10.
Houston out of control. Wallace saves her.
Good ball movement by the Lakers.
Polina, back iron that three, and that'll do it for the first quarter. As at the end of quarter number one, Mid-Michigan holding a 10-point lead over the Ocean County College Vikings. We'll take a timeout. You are watching the NJCAA Women's Basketball Championship on NJCAA TV.
Still has to offer. Let's go check it out. Here at the open house, students can tour the beautiful Lincroft campus, meet the faculty, and find out from over 50 of Brookdale's academic programs. Students can also leave here with tons of information, including how to apply to Brookdale, clubs and activities, financial aid opportunities, and job training for future career planning. In addition, students can also see how easy it is to transfer to a four-year college after Brookdale. To learn more about the open house or Brookdale Community College, log on to our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Parola. Thanks for watching Brookdale Television.
Theater department and student success. Student success, as far as I'm concerned, is based on a student's involvement and willingness to have fun and enjoy what they're doing at college and what they plan to do with the rest of their lives. All of the classes that I teach are acting/interactive based. So I think that the idea that we are interactive gets a student comfortable with themselves, gets a student comfortable with the other students in the classroom, gets them comfortable with the school, and in turn, hopefully brings them in, gets them to stay around, gets them to be involved in a bunch of other things that go on outside of the classroom. We have shows.
Back here in the Collins Arena, start of the second quarter rather. Tim Catalfamo alongside Jimmy Kappa. Ocean again down by 10 at this moment, 24-14. And that was Gardner inside traveling with the basketball, a little out of control as she was trying to make something happen.
Sherlock heads back onto the court for the Lakers.
It's a little faint. Maddie Sherlow checked in during that last timeout. Houston wide open for a three.
And Tim, that three right there by Houston was set up by great ball move from the Lakers. They swung the zone a few times, got the ball inside to the middle to Carter, and she kicked it out to Houston.
And it extends the Mid-Michigan Lakers lead to 13. Panna now going to try to answer with a three of her own. No. And a rebound, Sherlow. Houston again, this time driving inside with some contact. Wallace goes back up with it, no. I'm sorry, that's Carter, number 32. Carney all alone in the corner, air ball.
Schaefer has checked back in for Mid-Michigan.
Kara Schaefer checks in for the Lakers as I believe Benchley went to the bench, ironically.
Tim, it looks like Ocean County College head coach Catherine Lemastre is visibly upset with the team's effort right now. She's really trying to dig into them to get out and go for it.
They just don't seem to have a whole lot of energy right now, which is surprising. Mid-Michigan played a lot later than they did. It was a late night last night. Game didn't end until about 9:30 Eastern time. And it was a tough loss, too, so I'm really surprised how motivated the Mid-Michigan Lakers are. Houston knocks over Carney. No foul. Now she trips over Carney. And I believe that's going to be a foul, ironically, on Carney. He's like, how's that foul on me? I was on the floor.
Tim, that's what I call being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, yes. Last touched by number 32, Carter, out of bounds. That's Coach Rodenbow. There for Mid-Michigan, very energetic guy on the sideline. So is Coach Lemastre, but right now she just can't seem to get her players motivated with enough energy to keep up with the Mid-Michigan Lakers. Here's Carter with a nice teardrop jumper.
Carter.
Ooh, Lamastra had the ball step on the baseline.
Turnover. Lakers ball.
As a player, Jimmy, is there anything that you're seeing Ocean doing that they're doing wrong, or they're not playing well? Is there anything that they can execute better on? Because right now, I just don't see a whole lot of energy. Is that the answer?
I think it's pretty simple here, Tim, that Ocean is just not doing the little things that we take for granted, right? Just dribbling, passing, and catching. You know, sloppy passes. Michigan's able to get their hands in the lanes and deflect balls. And as a part, Ocean's suffering. You can tell right now as they're down by 17 early in the first half.
Another timeout for Coach Lamastra for the Ocean Vikings. So we'll take a break with them. 7:17 remaining. 31-14 the score. Mid-Michigan rolling over the Ocean County Vikings.
This is not your ordinary community college. This is an education for the 21st century, a college that learns from industry trends and adapts to the changing job market. This is a group of acclaimed professors and a staff who will stand at your side and help you kick down any door you choose. This is where you can learn a new skill or earn a degree, online or in person, at 6 locations across Monmouth County. This is not your ordinary community college. This is Brookdale. This is college redefined. This is success reimagined.
Having trouble declaring a major? Or do you have a degree and don't know exactly what to do with it yet? Well, look no further because the Major Fair is here for you. Hi, I'm Sophia Perola, and welcome to Brookdale's 2nd annual Major Fair, where students can explore various academic options, find out what jobs are in their field of study, and talk with department representatives who can assist them in the decision-making process.
Back here in the Collins Arena, Tim Calafemo alongside Jimmy Kappa. Again in this consolation round here of the NJCAA Women's National Tournament between Ocean and Mid-Michigan. Both of these teams lost yesterday in the tournament. As you see, Nicole Carney going inside and getting a nice play with the bucket and the foul. She'll go to the foul line. But as I was saying, both of these two teams lost yesterday. Mid-Michigan lost to West Georgia Tech in a very, very close matchup in the final seconds by a final score of 68-66. While earlier in the day, Ocean lost to #1 seed Rockberry by a score of 86-63. So again, these teams, as you heard Jimmy mention a couple times, playing out to see who can still finish high in seeding. The highest possible seed that either of these two teams could finish is 5th. So they definitely wanted. That's still national tournament. That's a big deal.
5th in the nation is good with most programs.
Yeah.
Ocean has to do a better job of coming back to the ball, though, anticipating the ball coming to them and waiting for it. Michigan's able to get out in the lane and convert it to 2 points on the other end, Tim. Not a great effort by the Vikings right now.
Wendling with that bucket. And the lead continues to climb for the Lakers as Ocean just doesn't seem to have an answer. Here's Carney in the corner. Schaefer, took a body slide down, but Kara Houston is able to rebound and lay it in. Maybe that's just Schaefer's style, because I've seen her slide maybe 6 times the last 2 games that Mid-Michigan has played. Simsic kick out to Lamastra for corner 3. And a nice box out job done by number 32
had a good look
Carter.
there, Tim. It just didn't fall.
Houston. Another 3.
That 3 by Houston was set up by a very nice unselfish pass from Kara Schaefer.
And again, Ocean's still sticking in this 2-3 zone, which I'm really surprised at, Jimmy.
Yeah, I feel like I would have switched out the 2-3 zone a couple of threes ago, Tim. It's almost like they're just kind of anticipating Michigan to shoot it, which I believe they do very well. They came into this game averaging 79 points per contest.
Air ball there by Houston, but Carter is able to grab the rebound, but as she did, she walked with the basketball. Number 13, Polina, and number 52, Twardzik, you see on our monitor come in, as number 30, Sherlow, and number 32, Carter, go to the bench for the Lakers. Not many.
Fans, we remind you that you can keep up with the latest news and updates regarding NJCAA basketball by visiting the official website of the National Junior College Athletic Association at www.njcaa.org.
Out of bounds, go back to Ocean. Slight stoppage of play as April Simsek was bending down to tie her shoe. And we're just waiting for the officials who are conferring. Star Jefferson, our head referee, is going to the scores table. That's Kevin Kursak. See that box that's right next to Jefferson's left side? That is a replay box that the officials can look at. If they have any calls that they want to check again, they communicate with our TV crew down here. It's a new feature here in the Collins Arena. That's very interesting. Haven't had to use that yet, but you never know. Maybe we will. Houston. It's a wild running gun shot. Back up with it from Wendling, and Wendling, again, another nice shot.
You know, Tim, it's almost like we blinked and all of a sudden it's a 23-point lead for the Lakers. It just continues to mount.
Gonna get a push off there on number 15, Carney. You know, to add to that, Jimmy, yesterday in the West Georgia game, we were talking about how low scoring both of those halves were. Mid-Michigan comes in here averaging almost 80 points a game. They've got 40 so far. Maybe this is more of a style that they're used to playing and maybe more of an opponent that they're used to playing.
Yesterday, I think we can attest that to maybe the Golden Knights at West Georgia Tech, really taking them out of their comfort zone. Tim.
Right,
that defense was very good. They moved on. I'm excited for that matchup versus number 1 seed Rockberry. That'll be coming up at 5 p.m.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. West Georgia Tech was definitely very energetic, and they had that 15-player rotation. So something like that took Mid-Michigan out of their rhythm, but right now it's showing how many, that stat of how many points per game, 79, is really starting to come to tuition.
This must be frustrating for head coach Matt Rabendo because he's probably wondering, where the heck was this yesterday?
Right.
This is our style, this is our identity, and they're showing it here.
Wendling checks out for the Lakers, and in for her again is Melissa Benchley. Lamastra, air ball with a 3, and Twardzik, a nice box out job by down low to grab that rebound up ahead to Benchley, who lays it in.
Melissa Benchley.
That was a nice full court pass by Kara Schaefer. She may be their leading scorer, but she's playing very unselfish today. Already has a few assists.
Another sloppy play for Ocean. Polina lays it in.
Ocean may need a timeout here soon just to recruit. This is getting out of hand, Tim. Almost that 30-point lead in the first half.
We've seen a lot of turnovers so far on Ocean's part. They average 16 turnovers a game. Right now, though, that number is approaching double digits in the first half.
I wonder, Tim, how excited this Ocean team was to play today. It can be mentally deflating knowing that you're out of the contention to be national champions, so have to come back the next 2 days and play. Hopefully they can bounce back, though, in the second half.
And maybe we talked about how difficult of a turnaround it was for Mid-Michigan. Possibly for Ocean, maybe they had too much time to think about their loss and maybe stew on that. And like you said, the mental game could play a big role in how their performance is this afternoon. Simsek, nice move
that
inside.
That was a nice move by Simsek, Tim. Really good up and under pump fake. She had Ellen Twardzik up in the air. Good move by Simsek.
In the corner all alone, Tay Wallace.
Tay Wallace was all alone in the corner. Credit to Kara Houston for hitting her.
It's a 30-point lead. Panna tries to answer back, and she does. Aaliyah Panna able to knock down that left wing three. So we approach 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. And right now, things are just not going Ocean's way. Another turnover, 2-on-1. This is Benchley. Inside to Wallace, left hand, too strong, gets her own rebound. Back to Houston. Benchley again.
Melissa Benchley.
Mid-Michigan just looks like they have more energy right now, Tim. They are dominating on every aspect of this game.
Simsek with the rebound, fouled by Twardzik. So that foul will be on the floor.
Foul is on number 52, Ellen Twardzik. Her first.
That's the first on Twardzik. That's the second on Mid-Michigan. Simsek from the foul line, good.
Nice soft touch from the post player.
Simpson from
And quite honestly, Jimmy, she's really been the bright spot in Ocean's play so far this first half.
Yeah, if there's any positives that head coach Catherine Lemaster could take from this first half, which really hasn't gone the Vikings' way, it's the play of Simsek.
Houston with the floater, no good, and she wasn't able to track down her own rebound. Got a minute left here in the second. And we got a foul at midcourt, I believe, on Tay Wallace.
foul is called on number 23, Tay Wallace. First personal.
So that's the third on the team for the Lakers, first on Wallace, as we're under a minute to play here in the first half. Mid-Michigan has stuck with that man-to-man defense all game, and it's worked so far. Panna rattles out a three. And last touch there by Panna, who was able to almost steal it away from Benchley in the corner. Again, this is the first of 4 games that we'll have for you this afternoon here on NJCAA TV. Tim Calafemo alongside Jimmy Kappa. The 2 semifinal matches. The 4 teams that are in contention for the actual national championship title will play at 5 and 7 Eastern Time later today. As Twardzik was able to put it in and gets yet another point as we approach halftime here. Carney over to Gardner, back iron no good on that 3, and that will do it for the first half. So Mid-Michigan really just dominant, rolling over Ocean.
You know, Tim, we mentioned Mid-Michigan coming into this contest averaging 79 points per game. 53 at half. They're playing above their potential right now.
Right now, they're definitely showing that that average is pretty true, you know, right? As opposed to yesterday when they were playing West Georgia Tech, where it was very, very close. So again, Mid-Michigan leads 53-24 at the half. So again, back inside the Collins Arena, Tim Calafamo alongside Jimmy Kappa. And Jimmy, you know, really, what does Ocean have to do? We saw them really stick with that 2-3 zone for the majority of the game. That didn't really work. What adjustments should they make to try to keep themselves within this matchup?
Well, Tim, if I'm head coach Catherine Lemaster of the Ocean County College Vikings, I'm thinking one thing: effort. You know, the X's and O's, they go out the window. If your team's not playing hard, especially at the national championship tournament, you don't have much chance of winning, and they're showing that. This is the best of the best around the country. So if you don't bring your A game, it's going to be tough. It could get ugly early. Let's see how Ocean's able to bounce back here in the second half.
Again, both of these two teams trying to get the highest up they can in seedings. They are no longer eligible for the national championship by virtue of losing yesterday, but the highest they can finish is 5th. That's what they're striving for, and at the end of half number 1, Mid-Michigan leads 53-24 over Ocean County College. We'll be back for the second half here on NJCAA TV after this. approaching 90 seconds left here in this third quarter. Again, still have another 10-minute quarter to go after this, but right now Mid-Michigan is fully in control, up 31. Twardzik the rebound. Now here's Houston all alone. Houston drives to the basket and is fouled.
Foul is on number 20.
So they're going to call the foul on Nikki Gardner.
Second personal.
That is the second on Gardner and the third on Ocean so far this third quarter. Houston, the 5'8" sophomore from McBain, Michigan. Again, Mid-Michigan, the location of their college is in Harrison, Michigan, which is about 2.5 hours away from Detroit. Of course, Ocean about an hour away from here locally in Lincroft, New Jersey, near Toms River. Lauren Lamastro picked up a foul that last time. That was the first on Lamastro as we're under a minute left to play here in the third quarter. Houston lays it in.
Kara Houston.
Houston. Gardner. It was a wild shot, though. Simsek continuing to fight down there, but was not able to pick up a foul. There may have been some questionable contact. Polina over Pana. Houston for three, air ball. And it'll go back to Ocean with 8.7 left here in the third. Quick substitution.
Heads back onto the court for the Lakers.
Houston comes out as Carter comes in. Pana, coast to coast, lays it in. And that'll do it for
Nice
the third
individual
quarter.
effort by Pana there, able to beat the buzzer.
And at the end of the third,
So at the end of the third quarter,
Mid-Michigan leads Ocean County.
Michigan leading 72 to 39 over Ocean County. And Jimmy, as you said, I think we're going to way surpass that average number for Mid-Michigan as far as points per game in this contest. So we'll take a break here on NJCAA TV. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Basketball Championships. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this.
For nearly 50 years, Brookdale graduates have been shattering expectations. They transfer to Georgetown and Columbia University. They work at NASA, call Major League Baseball games, and defeat celebrity chefs. They prove again and again that a college is only as good as its success stories, and ours speak for themselves. This is Brookdale. This is College Redefined. This is success reimagined.
Sitting with someone one-on-one in a no-stress environment, that is how you learn how to do math. And Brookdale offers that with 6 full-time members that sit around the perimeter of the room. You come to them with your math or your test review questions, and they'll sit and they'll answer it with you. If you don't have your book with you, you can check out your.
Back here in the Collins Arena, starting the fourth quarter. Ocean again, presumably going to lose this one and have to fight it out again. Still for seeding, they still have an opportunity to try to finish within the top 8. And they will, obviously, because there's only 8 teams here, but they will give up an opportunity to try to finish in 5th. That's what Mid-Michigan is shooting for, of course. (74-39). Now for the first time in about a day and a half, we've seen Mid-Michigan change to a 2-3 zone defense. Maybe realizing that they don't have to be as energetic maybe on defense, maybe?
Yeah, I think they can kind of just pack this one in and let the clock run out.
Now, speaking about energy, Jimmy, Ocean, as we said, has not made any substitutions for the entire game. And I'm just wondering, as a player, when you get tired and you get fatigued, how does that affect your overall performance?
Well, not only just the physical aspect, but the mental aspect starts to become a problem. When you're tired, you're exhausted, you're gasping for air, you have to get back on defense. You start having some mental lapses, Tim, you know, making the wrong pass, making quick decisions. So look how the fatigue plays a factor, not just on the physical aspect, but the mental.
And of course, Ocean lost yesterday, and we've already talked about how maybe having too much time to stew on that loss maybe affected them a little bit more than Mid-Michigan, who only lost a couple of hours ago last night. Lamastra a 3, air ball. Wow. This is definitely not one for the highlight reel for Ocean County, let's say that. Coleman going to be fouled by Lamastra, who slapped her on the hand. You see our officials. Again, our officials this afternoon: Star Jefferson, Nate Santana, Terry Eckerson, and at the replay desk, who we haven't had to use so far, Kevin Kursak. Ball loose in the floor, in the paint, and Simsek able to pick it up for Ocean. Carney. Lamastra now tries another 3, where she's been ice cold from jump ball. Possession arrow goes back to Michigan.
Mid-Michigan gets the arrow.
Interesting something about Mid-Michigan, they have won the Region 12 championship 2 years in a row. Now, obviously, that is not going to help them so far because they won't be able to win the national tournament by virtue of losing yesterday. But this team with head coach Matt Rodembo has definitely been doing a really, really nice job. They've won 2 straight region tournaments in their district. Of course, Region 12, for those of you who don't know, encompasses Indiana, Lower Michigan, and Ohio. And they come in as the District B seed.
Yeah, the Lakers have a very nice program, rich history, and I think we have to give credit to head coach Matt Rodembo, as you said. And you can see the way the girls play here that they really buy into his system, so that's important.
Ocean has just struggled in this game. I think we've documented it quite a bit of times. Had difficulty moving the ball. They've had taken a lot of threes. Finally, Lamastra able to knock one down from behind the arc. But I just don't see a whole lot of offensive plays or planning on their side, Jimmy.
Not only that, but the urgency has not been there, Tim.
It'll stay on this side of the court with 15 on the shot clock. Here's Twartzik down low. Nice layup for Twartzik.
Ellen Twartzik.
And Ellen Twartzik is having herself a good game, Tim, the freshman center from Calumet, Michigan.
Ocean really spread out on this possession. Here's Panna in the corner. Another air ball.
Nice pass by Tay Wallace. She hit a cutting Calais cart.
Assisted by Wallace.
And now we have eclipsed that points per game margin for Mid-Michigan. Lamastra, another air ball. Shot clock did not reset because it didn't hit the rim. Gardner there with Carney, Nicole Carney with that three. But it could just be a little bit too little too late right now. Carter again, this time does not get that jumper to fall. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. Ball goes over the back of the glass, out of bounds. And for Coach Lamastra, that's just been a difficult and disappointing game. Polina Twardzik for a jumper.
Rebound, Carter.
Now Gardner again with a jumper, no, and Twardzik the rebound. So Jimmy, I've asked you about Ocean, but for Mid-Michigan, obviously they're going to win here, presumably in this matchup with Ocean. Looking ahead, though, they still have one more game to play. Again, trying to figure out the seeding. So what have you seen that they have done really, really well on, and maybe something that they can possibly improve upon, even though they've done a lot of things right today?
I think Mid-Michigan has done a lot right. As you said, I thought they shot the ball extremely well. I thought they pushed the ball in transition well. Defense has been good. If there's one thing I think the Lakers could improve on, it's they're giving up, I think, too many outside looks to Ocean. And if this Ocean team shot the way they normally do, this contest would be a lot closer. They're getting the looks. They're just not falling, Tim.
They're only shooting 29% on the year from three, but they do take quite a bit of threes in their...
They're a very capable program of shooting. We saw that in the regional final versus Brookdale. They put on a show with a lot of outside shooting.
Simsek spins around, too strong, working it against Twardzik. So again, coming up after this game, approximately at 2 Eastern Time, here on NJCAA TV, we'll have Sullivan against Anoka Valley. Again, both of those teams losing yesterday. Sullivan lost to Northland by a score of 57-49, and of course, Anoka Valley lost to Mohawk Valley 65-54. So both of those teams will trot out onto the floor for the next game coming up about 2 Eastern Time. That'll be the next game that we'll be calling after we're done here. So Mid-Michigan looks like is going to play the winner of that game, Sullivan and Anoka Valley. That'll be the matchup for the 5th seed. Whereas Ocean will play the loser of that game against Sullivan and Anoka Valley to decide who will be the final 7th and 8th seed in this national tournament. Calais Carter picks up her 4th foul that last time down the floor on Mid-Michigan. There's only 8 teams here, but they will give up an opportunity. Lamastra again. And this time she rattles it home. So under 2 minutes left to play here. Give Ocean credit. They have not substituted any players. These 5 have been on the floor since the beginning of the game. And despite being down by 35 points, they've continued to still go at it time and time again down the floor. But unfortunately,
when they look back on it, Tim, I don't think the Vikings will be too happy with their effort, but they can't hang their heads. They have another game tomorrow, and they have to get ready and bounce back. They can still finish in 7th place in the national tournament. That's not too shabby.
Those games for the 7th and 5th seed will take place tomorrow afternoon again, and then we'll have the championship games all wrapped up on Saturday too. We'll have 3 games to decide that, of course. And a nice job by Kristen Coleman, who has come off the bench for Mid-Michigan, knocking down those 2 foul shots. Coleman, the 5'7" freshman from Evhart, Michigan. Partially blocked away that time by Carter, as number 20, Gardner, goes down a little funny on that right leg. And she's in a little bit of pain. So she's going to hobble it over to the sidelines. You see Coach Lamastra coming out to see if she's okay. Let's take a look at this replay. What happens to Nicole Gardner here? Watch this. There you go. Just a little bit funny coming down on that right leg. So now she's at the scores table being looked over by one of the assistant coaches. And for Coach Lamastra, Jimmy, I mean, what really can she tell her players with 1:08 remaining here in the 4th?
I think they just got to finish this game out hard, head high, and get ready to bounce back for tomorrow's contest. No time. The good thing about this tournament is if you don't play well like Ocean didn't do today, there's no time to dwell on it. They're back here in, let's see, less than 24 hours.
Yes, that's true.
The Vikings, I think, will have a better response tomorrow. I think they'll come out a little more fired up.
And you know what? Ocean will be back here in less than 24 hours. I just thought of the same thing. We'll be back here in less than 24 hours, too.
Yes, we will.
So again, Gardner's still working on the sideline. She appears to be okay, just trying to stretch out her right leg. Substitution for her was Chelsea Kimball for Ocean, number 13. There she is guarding Tay Wallace at the top of the arc. Carter inside, rejected by Simsek. Shot clock did not reset for Mid-Michigan. Carter again with 2, lays it in. So Mid-Michigan will move on and win this matchup against Ocean. As you see, another 3 by Lamastra. They will play the winner of the game that we have following this one between Sullivan and Anoka Valley for the 5th seed in the Women's National Tournament here for NJCAA. And I think Mid-Michigan not really going to push the issue too much.
I think they're just going to take the air out of the ball here, Tim. The Lakers played a great game, put up 89 points. They'll have a shot to finish 5th in the nation tomorrow. Good effort by both teams.
Mid-Michigan wins 89-53. Very, very nice effort by both of the teams. However, Mid-Michigan was just better on all ends. They had a lot of energy, and they were definitely the ones to beat. And again, they win by a final score of 89-53. So again, still here in the Collins Arena. Next game that we have coming up against for you will be Sullivan and Anoka Valley. As you know, we look at this game, Jimmy, and really it's just Mid-Michigan, really the main storyline. I really don't see, there were a couple of threes by Lauren Lamastra, who was able to knock down a couple of them late in the game. But really other than that, and a couple of nice plays from Simsek, April Simsek down low, that was really the Ocean County offense. They really didn't have an answer for Mid-Michigan.
Yeah, no, they didn't, Tim, and it was tough for the Vikings today. They didn't shoot the ball particularly well, and I'm not sure how they're going to do tomorrow. They need to get those shots falling, but credit to the Lakers defense. I thought that was really good, and Mid-Michigan putting up 89 points. I mean, that's no small feat, Tim. They could really score.
They eclipsed their all-time record, or I shouldn't say their all-time record, but the points that they averaged per game, which is 79. They put up 89 against Ocean and win 89-53. So the next game that we'll have coming up for you at approximately 2 Eastern Time here on NJCAA TV is Sullivan and Anoka Valley. Tim Califano alongside Jimmy Coppa will have that coming up in just a little bit. Stay tuned here on NJCAA TV.